Alright, so it is Thursday, July 30th, 2015, and I am 22 days on tea. So I just wanted to do a tea update. My first tea update. Haven't done one yet. So here's what the hap is. Let's start with physical. I'm going with an F. Physical changes. My skin. I have forehead acne. It's pissing me off. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, you can see. It's not like off there. Oh, you can really see. It's pretty bad. It's embarrassing. It's pretty rough. So I look like I'm a teenager. So yeah, I've got some acne going on. My skin is definitely oily, which is something in my teeth. Gross. My skin is definitely oily, which is nothing that I've ever had to worry about in my entire life. Not like my whole face. Not my whole face, but like just like my forehead, which is like why this is happening. Maybe, I mean, that's also a side effect of tea, like acne. So like I just started washing my face like 2 times a day because I'm trying to get this under control, because like acne makes me want to scream and it makes me really self-conscious, and it's just like, it's gross, and it makes me look even younger. So that's happening. I haven't shaved my legs since I started tea. So, like, it's funny because, like, for not shaving for 22 days, I don't know, I barely have any leg hair. Like, I'm not going to lift my leg up to, like, show the camera, but, like, I barely have any leg hair. It's weird because my arm hair is blonde. Like, I don't think you can see, but, like, I have blonde arm hair from, like, working in the sun. But, okay, besides that, physical changes. So yeah, acne, oily skin. This could just be me, but I feel like my face has gotten, like, fatter. I did gain 4 pounds back of the 15 that I lost 16 pounds. Oh my god, excuse me. I've lost 16 pounds over the past like 2.5 months, and I've gained 4 pounds back, so that's a physical change, I guess, weight gain. My appetite has increased. I'm able to eat more. Like, an example is, like, I had a burger at Mainstream the other day, and I was able to eat the entire thing. I had a veggie burger, and, like, I ate the entire thing. Usually, like, I did cut it in half, but, like, I was like, oh, I'll take half of it home. And I was going to, and then I just ended up eating all of it. And then, like, today, I ate, like, an entire, like, mini can of Pringles. So that's not good. Like, my appetite is definitely, it's not out of control. We're keeping an eye on it, but I definitely see that it's increased. What else? My voice is starting to crack occasionally. It's not very often, but it happens, and when it does, it's embarrassing as fuck. Like, last night I was hanging out with my friend, we were at a bar, and it was bad. It was probably the worst crack that I've had. It was rough. So my voice started cracking. But yeah, I think my face is just getting fatter. I don't know if like my jawline is starting to change. My face. Other than that, nothing is changing. I haven't noticed any like growth down there, which is interesting because I feel like everyone says they've noticed stuff within like 3 weeks of starting tea. Maybe I'm just oblivious. I don't know. I haven't noticed anything though. I haven't noticed any like muscle mass or anything. I haven't really been working out though. I mean, I walk like 5 miles a day at work. I lift things, but like I don't have any muscles. So there's really nothing to report there. Don't have an Adam's apple, so like, nothing really, which is fine. It's been 22 days. I'm not like expecting miracles or anything. Now, emotional changes, that's a different story, kind of. Most notably, my sex drive has been I mean, that's a funny word. It's been out of control. I mean, I am so horny and thinking about sex literally like all the time that it's crazy. I will see a girl and I'll just be like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. Like I'm just like I'll just think of women in like a very sexual manner all of a sudden. Like I'll just be like, wow, she's like super hot, like, but like maybe like a little more than that. Like it's just like, it's crazy. Like I just feel like I'm driven by this like urge of like to just like, I don't know, it's weird. It's very like outside of the myself that like I knew before, I guess. And I just feel like I'm a very sexual being now that I'm like thinking about sex. I'm making a lot of sex jokes. If someone says something, my mind will go to sex right away. I'm kind of like, I kind of sound like a perv. I'm just making jokes a lot. I mean, on a really personal level, like, it's just like my sex drive has just been a lot higher. And, so yeah, I'm dealing with that the best I can. That's happening. Let's see. I'd say, the most notable, not so much actually like lately, but like definitely the first like week that I was on tea, like week or 2 weeks, was aggression. My fuse has been really short, like yelling, just being really aggressive and just getting angry about stuff and feeling like I was gonna like explode and stab people in the face. Like the biggest thing, like I think I will refer to this as like the coffee cock debacle, or like the coffee cock situation, because like it's just so absurd that I got so upset about the dumbest thing ever. But like I was at work working at the restaurant and it was like 85 degrees out and I had a customer come in and request a cup of coffee. And at the restaurant that I work at, we don't make coffee unless someone requests it. And for some reason, I threw a fucking fit about this person ordering a coffee. So I was in the kitchen screaming and yelling and throwing a fit and just like, fuck this guy, like, how dare he order coffee, like, what the fuck, this is fucking stupid, like, he's such a dick for coming in here and ordering coffee, like, just going off, like, just freaking out about coffee. And so I was calling him a cock for ordering coffee, and so, like, I referred to him as, like, the coffee cock. And, like, I literally went from like a 0 to a 10, and I was just very aggressive and angry the first like 2 weeks on tea. Like, just like my friend Kevin can attest to this, that I was just very angry and that it would be hard to like control it and to like reel it in and bring it back. that hasn't been the issue. Like this week, there's nothing that's like gotten me angry. So like we'll see what happens when something makes me mad, if I can like control it again, if that was like just the beginning and like it'll go away, or if that's just like me when I get angry now, like not being able to control it. So definitely aggression, at least like the first like week was like yikes. I just remembered another physical change that was actually really pertinent today. My smell has changed. Like, fuck. I was sweating so much at work today. And I just stunk. Like, I smelled so bad. And it wasn't even my armpits that smelled. It was literally like my shirt. I was like drenched in sweat, like I was just sweating, and I was scraping paint off of these stencils, and I was like working really hard, and I like could smell myself, and I was like, this is terrible. I was like, is that me? This is such an odd smell, because I know what I smell like when I have when I sweat. Like there's, it's a smell, like a lady like smell. And I was like, this is a man stank right now. Like, this is a different smell. And, like, I was, like, smelling my shirt. And I was like, and I was, like, smelling my armpits. And I was like, it's not coming from there. Like, it's literally coming from my pores. Like, my smell from my body is different. So that's really interesting that has, like, literally the chemicals in my body. I don't know if it's your pH or what the fuck. But, like, that has completely changed, because now I've got a man funk going on and I smell. So that's kind of worrisome, that like when I start to sweat, that like I smell bad. So I can only imagine what I have to look forward to. And now I'm all self-conscious. Like, am I going to be that guy that like has like the back sweat and just like smells really bad all the time? But that's what deodorant is for. But that's just what was weird, is that my armpits didn't smell. It was literally like my shirt and my body that smelled weird. Any other emotional changes? I don't think so. I feel more comfortable in my skin, that's for sure. So maybe like confidence, kind of like, not cockiness per se, but I just kind of have like an air of just like, this is how things are supposed to be. And like when I'm out with my friends, like I just feel like everything is right and natural, and this is the way I'm supposed to be. Like, I love my style. I love the way I dress. I'm not happy with my body, and I'm not happy with the way that like my body necessarily looks in all my clothes, but like I'm happy with like me as a whole. And I just feel like, especially starting tea, that there's like this sense of wholeness and completeness that was there before, but that I feel has really started to come full circle. And I'm just so excited to see how that's going to evolve as my body and my face starts to change even more, because I know it's only going to get better. And it's really cool, because I actually had someone on Tumblr yesterday, like anonymously, you know what I was trying to say, tell me, what do they say? They're like, I think in a couple months you're going to be really hot because you're already really handsome. And I've never been called handsome before. And for someone to be like, you're going to be really hot, like, I know that that's really stupid and maybe egotistical, but that just made me feel really good, because like, I don't know, I'm really self-conscious about the way that I'm going to look, because it's like, what if I'm really ugly? Because everyone always tells me like, oh my God, you're so pretty as a girl. Like, why would you want to mess that up? Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you should never tell someone that the gender that they're born in, that they look good as that, like that's just, you don't say that to someone. And so that was just kind of nice to have someone say that to me. That made me feel good. So yeah, there's no other changes, but yeah, that's pretty cool for 22 days to like notice these things. So yeah, and I've been taking pictures for the most part every day-ish, kinda. I've definitely been making videos whenever something comes up. Like yesterday, I used the bathroom for the first time. I made a video about that. I made a video when I did my first tea injection. I made a reflection video. And I don't know, I've been keeping up with like blogging, and you know, created a Tumblr blog about my transition. So I'm definitely keeping up with like whatever changes I experience and stuff. So I don't know, I feel like I'm doing a good job logging my progress. So there we go. 22 days worth of delicious changes.